That's why this day you see all this UFO here and there. You understand what I'm saying? That's why these days we hear of what? Mami water. You understand what I'm saying? Because those things exist, or you be hearing man-made. Or what the world call marine kingdom. That's why you see you have aeroplane go through the air before you know it. There is a portal the plane when they disappear. You do not see the plane until after 35 years or a few weeks or months. You understand what I'm saying? Why do you think Tesla was building that Wycliffe Tower? That Wycliffe Tower? Because Tesla was mimicking the Egyptian pyramid of Giza. Because the Egyptian pyramid of Giza was built by fallen angels to use to fuel their flying jets that their children were using to do what? To fuel their flying jet or the UFO. And they were also using it as what? Electricity to communicate. Okay, and also as portals to go to realms in the heavens, to go from one region to another region, and to go to Hades. That's why you see the king's chamber. There's no pharaoh buried there. They just call it king's chamber. It's a 4-story, and the church at the day is king's chamber. There's no king buried there. Okay, that king's chamber is a what? It's a harbor for water. Okay, to do what? To do what? To create an energy flow. Because all over the earth, from heaven to earth, there's what? There's free what? There's free what? There's free electro waves all over the earth. And these angels know how to use these electro waves, okay, to connect it to create what? Portals. Why do you think the Edomites are beating Sen, okay, at Sweden or Switzerland? Okay, using the same method of molecules, okay, molecules, energy, force, the chi. Okay, absorbing what? Absorbing the celestial energy. Okay, to study them and to create a what they call a dark hole. Now when you study a dark hole is a what? Is a portal. Go and study about Sen. How do you think that they're acquiring those energy? Why do you think that they're acquiring those energy? Because they want to create a portal. So my point is that portal exists. I hope that is clear. Okay, and the angels have dominions in the heavens and on the earth. Okay. Give me Jubilee 7:21. Jubilee 7:21. So let's see that those Nephilim, okay, as the angels created them, it's still the same. Angels are using the same method. The same method that they are using to this day, pre-flood, after the flood. Now, they use it also before Adam's time. Let's read. Jubilee 7:21. That should be what I want.
The book of Jubilee is in Apocrypha. Jubilee 7:21. For owing to these three things came the flood upon the earth.
So the Bible says in Jubilee 7:21, it says for owing. So the reason why the flood came upon the earth, it says for owing to these three things came flood upon the earth, namely,
owing to the fornications wherein the watchers against the law of their ordinances went a-whoring after the daughters of men.
Now do you see what Jubilee is telling you? It says to these three things that the Most High caused the flood to be upon the earth. So for you to understand what took place during Noah's flood, and for you to understand what took place during the flood before Adam, you don't know that it is the fallen angels. The same method. Nothing has changed. It is the same method that brought about the flood. That's why it tells you, and there was water upon the face of the deep. That's why he's saying, yeah, owing to these three things that the Most High brought the flood. The Most High was madly angry. And who caused it? Lucifer, the fallen angels. It's not just only him and his cohorts. That's why I tell you that Lucifer's tail drew the top part of the stars. Now this one in Jubilee 7 is talking about Shemiaza and Azazel. But I'm showing you that it's the same method with the angels. When Lucifer drew the top part of the stars, when he fell at the beginning, do you understand what I'm saying? When the Most High created the heaven and the earth, the Most High put man there immediately. The Most High made all the angels, all the spirits the same day. So when Lucifer fell, men saw him falling. That's why Christ said, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Men knew that he fell. Some will know, some might not know. Because as angels are falling this day, some know, some does not know, be so. They'll tell you it's meteorite. Which kind of meteorite? There was a video I brought. See one very bright light coming down with heavy force, falling down to the earth. That's an angel. And that was in Europe. And that thing created what? A big bang on the earth. A terrible blow to the earth. A very huge portal. The whole street was shaking. It was the street camera that captured that light. That bang on the earth. Boom! Just blow everywhere. The lights blow everywhere, shine everywhere. And created a big portal. And break down transformer and wire. And car bump up from the street. Yes. That's to let you know how that angel landed. With heavy force. You know what I'm saying? Let's read. Jubilee 7:21.
Yeah, book of Jubilee chapter 7 verse 21. For owing to these three things came the flood upon the earth. Namely, owing to the fornication.
Now pay attention. The three things that the Most High brought the flood.
Owing to the fornication.
To give us an understanding of what happened, okay, on the world before Adam. Why Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 to 2 says that the earth was without form and void. And darkness was upon the face of the deep. The deep is the waters. So let's see.
Owing to the fornication. Wherein the watchers against the law of their ordinances.
So the watchers, which are the angels, went against the law of their ordinances, went a whoring after the daughters of men. They did the same thing. They went after the daughters of men. That was what they did before the flood. Okay, during Noah's time, and this was what they did before Adam. This was Lucifer and his cohort, the first set of angels that fell. Not Azazel, not Shemiazah, during Noah's time. Or during Adam's time. Okay, what Shemiazah and Azazel did during Adam's time was what the other angels did before them. So they look at what the other angels did. Now begin to lust. If our fellow angels are fall before Adam and they mingle with women and they create being, let's we ourselves do the same thing. They hungry us. Read.
Wherein the watchers against the law of their ordinances.
Yes.
Went to whoring after the daughters of men.
Yes.
And took themselves wife of all which they choose.
Yes.
And they made the beginning of uncleanness.
And they made the beginning of uncleanness. Read.
Verse 22. And they begat the sons of Nephidim.
And they begat sons, the Nephidim or the Nephilim. Now do you see that? And they begat sons, the Nephidim or the Nephilim or the giants or the Rephaim or the Anakim or the Anunnaki. And the Anunnaki, as you are hearing this day, you hear your scientists say Anunnaki. The Anunnaki are the Anakim, which are the giants, which are the children of the fallen angels. Or the Rephaim in the Hebrew. In the English of Rephaim is giants. Also the Yemim or the Emim or the Zamzum or Zamzumim, which are part man, part beast. As you have before 1 Samuel chapter 5 verse 1 Samuel chapter 5 verse 1 to 5 with a Dogon, Dagon. If you look the Hebrew translation in the English of Dagon, what does it tell you? Fish god. Because Dagon was a Yemim or a Zamzumim. He was a being. He was a giant that existed. Seed of the fallen angel that existed. You understand what I'm saying? During a pre-flood, during Adam's time. Read.
Jubilee 7 verse 22. And they begat sons, the Nephidim, and they were all unlike, and they devoured one another.
That's why he said they were all unlike, because this giant looked differently. These children of the fallen angels, they are intermarried with women and created the first hybrid beings. Let's read.
And they were all alike.
Yes.
And they devoured one another. And the giants slew the Nephilim.
And the giants slew the Nephi. What verse is that? 22. Go on.
And the Nephilim slew the Ejo.
And the Ejo.
And the Ejo, mankind.
And the Ejo, mankind. That means the Ejo slew mankind. And one man against another. Read.
Verse 23.
This same method that is a similitude of what took place before Adam. Because this what took place during Adam's time, not be so. Because the angels fell during the time of Enoch. Enoch is just seven generations from Adam. And the Bible tells you nothing is new under the sun. Read.
Verse 23. And everyone sold himself to work iniquity.
Yes.
And to shed much blood.
And everyone sold himself to work iniquity and to shed much blood. And the earth was filled with iniquity. Do you see that? Read. 24.
Verse 24. And after this, they sinned against the beast and birds and all that moves.
They sin against beasts and birds and all that move. So they begin to do a crossbreed with the birds. Like during Adam's time, you have the Tyrannosaurus, reptilian, okay, rhinoceros. Not is it rhino? No, not rhino. Dinosaurs, so on and so forth. Read.
And all that move and walk on the earth, and much blood was shed on the earth.
Then you also have the word, the vampire. That's why I said they sin against birds, because now they begin to produce what? Vampires. That's where you get the history of vampires from. Or you have the Lycan, as they call them, the Lycan and the werewolf. You have this movie they call the Lycan and the werewolf. The Lycans were the high priests. Okay, they were mixed. They were the blood of fallen angels' children mixed together with birds. Maybe birds like pelican, or birds like stork, which are very tall, or like vulture. Read.
Verse 24. After this, they sinned against the beast.
Yes.
And birds.
They sinned against the beast. That's what part about the Yemin that we read in the book of Joshua 36, verse 28 to 32. That Anna saw when he was feeding his father's flock, Zipion, okay, at the wilderness. Because those Yemin conjured their fathers, okay, and to do what? To steal. Because they conjured their fathers to do what? To initiate war, thunder and lightning. Because thunder and lightning are what? Angels. Read.
And after this, they sinned against the beast and birds.
Yes.
And all that move and walketh on the earth. And much blood was shed.
And much blood was shed. Read on.
On the earth. And every imagination and desires of men, imagining vanity and evil continually.
Yes. What verse next?
Verse 25. And the Lord destroyed everything from off the face of the earth, because of the wickedness of their deeds.
Now this was coming clear. Read.
And because of the blood which they have shed in the midst of the earth.
So God destroyed every single thing and only kept to Noah and the 8 persons. And also, let's get the precept. 2 Peter 2 verse 4. Wonders of our highest creation, the worlds before Adam. Let's read.
Book of 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 4.
We're almost done. Let's go.
For if God spared not the angels,
that sinned, as we are reading in the book of Jubilee 7 verse 21 to 25. Let's go.
But cast them down to hell.
Now some might be wondering who wrote the book of Jubilees. Well, Moses wrote the book of Jubilees. Okay, FYI, let's go.
And deliver them unto the chains of darkness, to be preserved unto judgment.
Yes.
Verse 5. And spare not the old world.
So this was during the time of Adam. Okay, Adam's generations. Read.